And we're rolling. Hey, this is the Ace Night Podcast, episode 30. I just
29,
looked
30.
30. It's we're gonna go with 30 because I'm gonna say last one was 29 30. So this one definitely is 30. I am Manuel Ace Frutos. Over to my left, as you can see, JP Vargas was not able to make it today. Uh,
RIP.
RIP. Well, when he called me, he said he had sickle cell. So I'm not even sure if that's a thing or not anymore. I thought we had a cure. Um,
I thought they cured that with the COVID shot.
yeah, no, that's exactly it. I think it's after you get the booster. Yeah. Anyway, one thing happened. I don't fucking know, but yeah, he's not here today. So unfortunately, you know. But cool thing is, I called Bob. Sorry, Bob. From the Talented but Lazy podcast, and he was like, "Hell yeah, man, I'm in. Let's do this."
He offered free Coors Light, so I was like, all right, yeah, I'll do
This dude's hella kidnappable. I'm gonna tell you right now. Like, if you say, "Hey, Coors Light," he'll get in the van. So, anybody who wanted to kidnap Bob, those are the magic words right there. Um, so yeah, JP wasn't able to make it, but he did prepare a statement that he wanted me to read to our listeners. He said it wouldn't be too long. Let me just grab it. It's just a few pages long. Let me just get over to it real quick. Uh, this is from JP. Uh, burp. Sorry, Bob. Friends, Romans, countrymen, and the loyal listeners of the Ace and I podcast, lend me your ears. I gotta do it in the JP one. I am deeply saddened that I could not make it today, but I had better things to do. I feel like I let you all down, but most importantly, I let Ace down. Aw. I should be ready for another episode next week, but till then, these guys will have to do. I had a story to share with you, but I guess we could tease it and share it another time.
it.
Like, yeah, okay, that sounds good.
Yeah.
I know you won't get the quality podcast without me there, and for that, I apologize. As I'm sitting here writing this, I'm just hoping that Ace doesn't lose the last 5 remaining listeners that we have, but I'm sure he'll do just fine. I really should have read this prior. Um, I didn't want this message to be too long winded, so I'll sign off with live long and proper. Yes, I said proper, not prosper. And when I talked to him earlier, he said win-win for me. So we're pulling for you, buddy. Just be okay. Anyway, this Charlie is mine. $10, Amazon. You've heard it. So
We'll read it to you guys next weekend.
we'll read it. We'll read it later. Anyway, yeah. Thanks again, man, for showing up because it was going to be a whole hour of me playing both parts. I was going to have to sit over here and do my part and then scoot over to JP's side and then like
That would have been
record.
a hell of an edit.
Dude, it was
Back and
gonna
forth.
be I was probably gonna be up all night, and I was probably gonna pay for programs we didn't need and all kinds of other shit. But I mean, I'm just really glad that none of that actually happened.
You
Um,
should have went to Letty's and did a live and eat.
yeah, seriously, dude, what could go wrong? You know. Anyway, well, let me in case you didn't already know, JP didn't have a statement, and he really didn't miss here because of any kind of illness. I mean,
You fucking lied to me?
I had to get you over here somehow, dude.
This is bullshit.
Right? I mean, uh, I so what's really going on is, I guess I'm gonna ruin his news, but yeah. Anyway, his the whole house thing went through. I'm guessing, and he ended up having to do a bunch of other things. He doesn't have sickle cell, so everybody calm down. He was actually cured of it with the COVID shot. Bob was right, and so
And he also has a blood clot now, so
yeah, I know, but
no sickle cell
it's
though.
minor. It's minor. Like nobody really cares. And so he ended up saying he wasn't going to make it. He called me last. Oh, actually, he texted me last night, and that's when I reached out. Well, he said, "Hey, reach out to Bob, see if he's down." And sure enough, Bob's like, "Beer? Yeah, I'm there, man." And so yeah, so here we are, episode 30. No I for the Ace and I podcast. Today we are going with the Ace and sorry Bob from the Talented but Lazy podcast. Podcast, that's the thing. Anyway, So
what made you guys go Ace and I and not Ace and JP?
I don't know. He just he picked it, dude. Like it sounded cool, like Ace and JP. Maybe that was already taken. Or like you're like you know, Bob and I were over at the wherever somewhere, so maybe that's why he picked it. But then when he wanted to use I, like the letter I, it was gone already. So he was like, "Oh, I gotta spell I somehow." So it there's luckily there's two ways to spell I.
It worked out for Goat Banner.
Yeah, no, it worked.
Got it.
Oh, sorry, Bob. Well, it wasn't as loud as a burp, but yeah. Anyway, I was expecting a lot more with that sneeze.
You ever get it up on top of your nose and you can just rub it out? Well, not rub it, but rub your nose out.
Oh yeah, no. Every time I have to sneeze, I rub one out.
That's a crazy.
Yeah, no, that's yeah. No, I have allergies. It's a rough month. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, he came up with that name. Actually, that was something I was going to ask you because I actually got asked that question about the Talented but Lazy podcast. Where'd you guys come up with that?
At first, it was just his podcast. It was Be Ill with Bill podcast.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But he had started it like in high school with his little brother, like on a little webcam, and just did like a couple of videos talking about sports. It never went anywhere. And then later on in life, he tried to bring it back, and then I would just do it with them all the time. Then we're like, might as well just do it together all the time.
So your partner was like a pioneer in podcasting then, because I mean, shit, man, he was doing it back when it was like
before Rogan. Rogan took after him.
I mean, it was still just on the radio, like on the actual radio. Like, like how were you getting it out to people back then?
AM.
Yeah, dude, it was like in Spanish.
Damn.
It was all, but really clear still for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. So then you went from the previous name, and then you guys ended up getting together, putting this podcast, and then that's when it came to Talented but Lazy. It's pretty catchy, dude.
It's pretty self-explanatory too.
Well, yeah, and I mean, I didn't want to point out the obvious. I was like, yeah, they're pretty talented, but so anyway, right? Oh, so yeah, I was texting Bob earlier at work, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna, what, you got anything? And we're like, no, we're just gonna wing it. I'm like, oh, so it's gonna be a regular podcast? I'm like, yeah, pretty much. He's like, hey, shouldn't you be working? I'm like, yeah, I am on the podcast. And so it's called multitasking. Like you can do both, like I'm not paying attention to my job, but
you were not paying attention.
Yeah, no, I wasn't.
I'm not even sure what you really do, but you weren't paying attention.
I was not paying attention. It was kind of a slow day. And
can you actually tell me what you do,
dude? Yeah, I'll tell you later.
Damn.
Yeah, no, it's a secret.
Fed.
I can tell you, but then I'd have to tell you. No, so yeah, I'm sitting there and I'm just like, all right, well, let me text this dude, see if he has any topics or whatever. Cause I was just going to talk about JP not showing up today and, his reasoning. He has a good reason. I mean, I'm happy for him. He's getting a new home. Well, him and your sister are getting a new spot, and, that'll be theirs. And they're, probably, final place, where they're going to end up at, considering alone and, their age and everything. Like they're probably going to die there.
Sooner or later.
Yeah, no, it's probably, and then they, not to mention it's fucking haunted. So,
did you guys say it was 5?
Huh?
5 people died there, or 3 people?
Three people. Died
old people, or did they tell you?
Well, no, one of them it was like a massacre.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, no, it was.
No, wait, can 3 people be a massacre?
Well, I mean, all at the same time, maybe.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what the limit. Maybe like maybe not a massacre. Maybe would it be a plethora?
A trifecta.
A trifecta. Oh yeah,
yeah, a trifecta.
There was a trifecta of murders that happened there. Anyway, so and I was telling them, I'm all, hey, dude, when you were doing the open house, you should have been walking around, looking around, like, hey, I can't believe 3 people died here, trying to like get everybody else to like be like, fuck, I don't want to live here. 3 people died here, dude. This is bad. But yeah, I don't think
he did. Stain in the wood floor. It looks like blood.
Yeah, I don't think that's ever gonna come off. But yeah, no. So they're yeah, that he post. I mean, I don't think I'm giving out a secret. If you're friends with JP on Facebook, yeah, he had posted it that they were closing escrow a couple days back or whatever. So I'm assuming everything.
I seen his
went
last
through.
post. He wasn't doing shit. I think he was eating chili rather than drinking a Modelo or some shit.
Well, that could have been any of his posts, though. To be fair, like it was like, yeah, it was having breakfast at lunch. So I was like, I don't know what the fuck he's doing. Anyway, but yeah, happy for them, for both of them. Great people, definitely well deserved. And but anyway, that's why he couldn't be here.
You ever thought about buying?
Yeah, no, I think about a lot of things. But it's always about you know what I mean? Like you know, I also thought about like getting a new car, maybe, registering one of them, there's a lot of shit I think about, but normally money gets in the way, but I don't know, man. Eventually I think I've been more like as a parent concerned about like making sure my kids in the right position for the rest of his time or whatever. I'm like, I don't fucking care about me too much, I have I'm doing okay. Like I'm not really worried about whatever, like it just I don't know. I mean, if it happens, it happens. If I'm pretty sure like if I were trying to go that direction or whatever, I actually take the steps. I mean, I can't like complain about not ever getting to this position if I don't ever make any changes or do anything to try to get to that. But yeah, at this point,
But just so you guys know, I'm not on meth. I'm not burping on the mic. So when I go that way, I'm just burping off the mic.
it's meth.
I did that right now. I was like, damn, they probably think I'm tweaking. Just
He's like, yeah, man, we're on this Ace Night Pie. I was like, why are you so itchy, Bob? And why'd you bring a Winnebago?
I like to smoke rocks.
Was that Dave Chappelle character? He's like that homeless dude, that crackhead, and his lips are all white.
Is it something Bigsby or
No, Clayton Bigsby's the black white supremacist.
oh, that's my favorite.
Yeah, no, that one's that shit's funny, dude. But yeah, I can't remember what the other guy's name was. I don't want to just start saying names. It's gonna be racist.
Just a bunch of black names.
Dude, never mind. I
Wait,
heard
no.
myself.
Oh no, but me and my wife were thinking about buying a house too. But it's like my brother recently bought one and he had some
Mario.
problems. But it's like, damn, when there's problems, that's on you.
Yeah,
I've always been a renter, so I just call up like, hey, this shit's broken. Let me fix it.
Yeah. No, yeah, that all becomes your issue, dude. Like you have to become really fucking like a handyman and shit when you're, have your own spot. Because unless you're gonna be calling out a lot of people to fix shit that it's like, hey, my fucking faucet doesn't work anymore. They're like, yep, I guess it doesn't work. Like you don't call nobody, dude.
The worst thing that could happen is probably like your AC going out in the middle of summer.
And that happens.
I had a guy, my friend at work. It was like the hottest time of summer. Like we're over the 110s every day.
Oh yeah.
And he just had his newborn. And then within 5 days, the AC went out. They came and looked at it, and they're like, "No, we can't do nothing to fix it." So he was forced into buying a new AC, and I think it was like almost $30,000.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah. That's ridiculous, dude. I mean, that happened here, but I live in an apartment complex, and I called them up, and I was like, "Hey, it went out," but they came in and they replaced like the unit outside. They went into that little Harry Potter closet, opened it up, took all the insides of whatever, rerouted some pipes and stuff, and everything was done within like a day or two. But yeah, I mean, I couldn't imagine like.
Speaking of Harry Potter doors, this little door is distracting me. I don't know what the hell's in there.
Oh, you don't want to open it because I had to clean some of this room up when I set this up, and
fucking sex wing
dude,
flies
yeah,
out.
all kinds of stuff. Yeah, you know what? Like, I'm not liable for anything that happens to you if you open that fucking door. I'm just telling you right now, man. I'm not going to be responsible for it.
I got distracted because of the people dying at JP's house, and then remember that story he told where it was that weird door when he was out of town.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I looked at that. I was like, damn, that might be weird.
Yeah, no, it's like no, but that place sounded really like like an Anne Frank hideout fucking
I was thinking
spot.
hiding
Yeah,
G's
dude.
back
I
there.
was like, yeah, dude. Like they were just like, yeah, they were all in back over there. Like, oh, hopefully they don't find us. But yeah, no, that's just a little closet. So, and I just have like
ball gags.
I mean, there's some like firearms and stuff.
That's a Diddy cabinet?
Yeah, no, that's what it is. I actually had to like line the bottom of everything so that way all the oil wouldn't seep into the wood and then it fucking goes into the bottom floor.
That's what seeped into your AC and fucking broke
Yeah, that's what broke it, dude. I thought I was gonna lubricate the fucking AC. Apparently that didn't happen. It just ruined it.
Fan spun off the
Yeah, that's what happens. Yeah, you read about it all the time. So anyway, yeah. Yeah, no, that's just a fucking closet. That's not even a good story. I couldn't even make anything else up because we're both looking at it right now and we look fucking stupid because the camera's in front of us and we're both like. But anyway, what was I gonna say? What were we talking about?
houses and
Oh yeah, yeah. So you guys are thinking about
oh
getting.
yeah. But we're getting our credit together, paying off our credit cards and shit, and then we're gonna start looking probably here in a couple of months.
Oh, right
But
on,
it's
man.
still like it's kind of the houses that we could afford are older. Like JP was saying, it's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
50. It's like, man, there's a lot of stuff that could break. I don't know if I want to do it. Like,
yeah. No, for sure. You start looking at the wiring and the plumbing and all the other stuff that can go wrong, and yeah, you don't want to get into a bigger problem for sure.
the house
But
I'm at last summer, the AC went out.
oh, see, but then you just
Yeah,
called somebody,
within a
huh?
week. Wait, within a week, yeah, they came with a crane and put a new one in,
Yeah.
and then it was working, but it wasn't coming out very strong. I told the guy, Mexican guy, I go, I don't think it's on right. Like it's barely coming out. And he's like, no, it's fine. It's cold. And they took off. I was like, well, shit. So for like a week and a half, I was like, I just don't feel right. So they went back out and I looked at it like, oh yeah, the ventilation is crushed. So you know where the filter is at, right inside your house?
Yeah.
Right above that, there's a tube that goes into your AC.
Yeah.
When they turned it on, because it's so new and it's the ducting is so old, it smashed it, so it wasn't getting no air into the AC.
Oh,
That's
so
why
just
there was no air
yeah,
coming out.
it's just all closed up.
Bro, my AC bill for that month was like 800 something dollars
Damn, dude.
because we had to run the small ACs and then that AC being messed up and having to run it all the time.
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, but you got to do something, man. Because I mean, you guys would be dying in there at that, as at a certain point. Like, fuck, what do you do?
I have a swamp cooler in my garage. I had that shit in the front window.
You know what? They'll get you. They'll get you'll get by with it though for a minute. I mean, at a certain temperature. I mean, you're never. It's never going to help you. I
I
mean,
can lie, I'm bougie. I hate swamp coolers. I need an AC unit.
no, same here. Well, too, like, dude, with my allergies, the swamp cooler just kills me, man. But
It's all sticky. All your
yeah,
pictures.
dude.
You remember that? Going to your grandma's house back in the old days, they had a swamp cooler and the pictures are all bent.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, you turn your fucking house into Florida. Oh my god, dude.
Then they
Uh,
go out there to wet it and all the water just shoots in your face. You're fucking
yeah.
inside.
Oh yeah. No, we talked about this in one of the past episodes, but you probably couldn't fucking hear it with the sound. We had a like every year, dude, you'd have to like climb up on the roof and then put the fucking grass pads on the cooler, the cooler pads or whatever. And then each and every time, dude, for sure, it was always like you turn it on for the first time and a bunch of fucking dust and dirt just blows at you. And then after that, you got that weird like hay smell, but it just brought me back to my
To
childhood.
me, it smells good though, right?
Yeah, I like it, dude. I like it.
you
Yeah.
reminisce about it.
Yeah, I don't know why. It's just like something that you just, it's like a memory. Like it fucking like hits that wherever it's connected to your brain or whatever, where you're like, fuck yeah, that just brought me back to like being super hot and sticky in when I was like 8 years old.
Yeah. I remember my grandpa got a little older, so me and my dad would go to his house and put up his pads. Sorry
Sorry,
about
Bob.
but I've always been scared of heights. But my grandpa thought it was the funniest shit watching me go up the ladder and be very careful. Then on the roof, just like every step, and he's on the bottom, just smiling, looking at me like this guy's gay or something. Like,
Yeah, dude. I mean, that's totally like an old person thing. Like that's like child abuse these days. You get fucking called on for shit like that. Like that's how you learn. That's how you learn. That's what that was the hard love or whatever that you got back then. But like,
I
yeah,
don't know if I said
now,
this
dude,
last time. My dad had me change out the sockets in the house with the power on.
what the?
I shocked
No,
the
you
fuck
didn't.
out of myself one time, but after that, I was good.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, no. I mean, why? Like, how come you didn't turn the power off?
He said you'll know when you mess up, and
Oh
I
yeah,
knew when I messed
yeah.
up.
No, you learned.
Yeah, I messed up like on the third plug. Then after that, I got all of them good.
I know, but like, what was going on that you couldn't just turn the power off?
I think he just wanted to see me shock myself. That was the
Yeah, see, you're well, the statute of limitations for that story's already been passed or whatever. So like, yeah, Bob's dad, you're in the clear now. So yeah, there's nothing to worry about. Plus, not to mention, you're only one of the people that listens to this shit. So it's only they're not gonna tell nobody. Everybody else will say, "Hey, be cool."
There was another time we had to go. Me and my wife fell on hard times. My grandpa had a big house in Clovis, like a 4-bedroom big house. It's just him and my grandma. So I go over there. We lived there for a while, and then the switch next to the kitchen sink was messed up. It wouldn't have no power, so he asked me to replace it. So like I'm in there,
You go
and
in
then
there, lick your fingers, and then
yeah, and I don't turn the power off because I'm like, oh, I've done it before.
Yeah.
And then it slips and it goes in between the two power and it goes, "Ba-da!" And then a bunch of sparks fly out behind me. And then my grandpa's at the doorway just smiling and laughing his ass off.
You know, after hearing these stories, dude, I think you should probably just continue to rent. Like, don't buy a house where you have to fix your own shit. Cause, yeah, no, you know how the whole thing of like, oh, this will probably be Bob's last house. This is where he's gonna die. You're gonna die repairing some shit, dude. From just like hearing your stories right now.
There was another one too, the same house.
What the fuck?
So he had a big back room. It was like the where people went over there for Thanksgiving, like a huge table, pool table,
Oh, nice.
fireplace. It was huge. But one of the sockets were out again, so he told me to replace that socket. So my compa is there. All the lights are on. It's nighttime, so you know what I mean, it's dark, but all the lights are on. And I'm messing with it, and I unplug it, and I'm just getting ready to put everything back together. And my compa was like, "Hey, are all the lights supposed to turn off?" And I turned around, and the back room's completely dark. I'm like, "Oh shit, I don't know." And then, but I put the new one on. It was just all wired in a loop all the way around the whole.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
They kind of daisy chain from one to the
Yeah.
other, and that's the breaker.
But I remember turning around like, "Oh shit."
Oh man. No, things are different, dude. Like, you know, I mean, think about like, would you send your kids now to be like, hey, go fucking shock yourself?
Definitely, yeah.
You
I'll
would
definitely-
still, yeah, okay, all right.
If I had to do that shit, he's gonna do it too.
Yeah, it's a learning experience.
Yeah.
You know, if they live, you know, they'll be all right. It builds character.
Maybe not a dryer outlet. I wouldn't. But
Yeah, not a yeah. You don't want 220 like going through.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that's fucking crazy, dude.
You
Like,
never did this with your son, like you know he's gonna hurt himself, but you just let him do it anyways.
not really.
Oh
Yeah,
shit!
yeah.
That's just my handy family. Just
Yeah, no, it's like it got all awkward. It's like you know, like when something bad happens.
you had to bust that out.
Yeah, dude, I had to do that one. But yeah, no, it was normally, I mean, like trying to like, I mean, you did everything on a budget. Don't get me wrong. It's not like I had money to like pay somebody to do stuff or whatever.
No, I'm talking about just like I would see my son tell him, "Hey, you're gonna fall. Don't do that," and he keeps on doing it, and just watch him fall. Like,
Oh yeah, no, there's that. Like that's, you know, like but like when it came to like, hey, I'm not gonna send this dude to go fucking change outlets with the power still on. I'm like, I'm just standing over there with a fucking 2x4 waiting for him to get electrocuted so I can knock him off or
my
something.
dad was there with a water hose, like, let's conduct this shit.
He's like, hey, Bob, stand in that puddle while you do. I was like, no, dude, that's not right. But no, yeah, for the most part, you know, I was normally trying to do stuff the right way, but you know, not that it always came out that way. I mean, we did have our mishaps or whatever. But the skin grew back. I mean, that's the nice part. I mean, you know, that's really what matters. You know, I didn't need hair right there anyway, but no, dude. Anyway, so yeah, I was thinking about you know, we're talking about, you know, growing up and stuff and the way things are different, you know, than they were. Now I get, you know, you're a little younger than I am, but yeah, no, like this whole bullying thing, dude, like it's kind of become a thing where, you know, back when or whatever, you didn't really hear about bullying. You were just kind of getting picked on and you were
Just
just
got
like-
bullied.
Yeah, you just got bullied. Yeah, it wasn't even a thing, dude. But now they talk about it and stuff. And, you know,
Gay.
yeah, no, seriously, right? Like, but I mean, there's a certain level of it that you do need. Like, you need that part where you're like, you know, it kind of toughens you up. But then there's that part where you become a school shooter. Like, that's too far. You know what
Or
I
you
mean?
want to kill yourself or
Yeah,
other people?
yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, you know, especially other people, you know, that's the bad one or whatever. But like,
Do it to yourself.
yeah, no, if you want to start shooting people, we'll start with you and then go with the rest of them.
Make sure you can aim right.
Yeah. But yeah, no, there was like a Dateline, one of those specials they do like on ABC or one of the, you know, one of the network channels or whatever, and they do that hidden camera thing where it's like what would you do? And there's one dude comes out and they have like the hidden camera, and they showed this one where like this dad was like hella picking on some kid or whatever. And then it was like they got all these people around and it's a public place and they're like, hey, would you intervene? Would you actually stop and be like, hey, what the hell, man? Like, you fucking stop doing shit like that, you know? And that was kind of a thing I was thinking because, you know, it happened to me in real life watching, you know, somebody do this. And it was one of those types of situations. But I mean, I don't know, Bob, like what would you do, man? Like if you saw some shit that was like really like blatantly wrong, like some dad's just like really fucking like talking to their kid pretty shitty or whatever. I mean, would you?
Dad to their son?
Yeah, you know, because that's what they were showing on that episode or
Yeah.
whatever. But it was like really bad, dude.
Like, damn, what'd he do?
Yeah, no, but you know, I mean,
I
it
don't
was
know.
like
It's kind of
different.
hard because like growing up, you learn to mind your own fucking business. But at
Yeah,
the same
yeah,
time, it's like, does this kid really need help? Like, does he have bruises on his arms or something? Yeah, or no?
yeah.
Like,
Well, no, because that's what it was, and some people spoke up, and it was like, "What would you do?" type situation. Would you, step in and be like, "Hey, man, be cool," or "That's not right," or whatever. And that kind of happened one time, dude. My kid was a lot younger. He was a little dude, and he was what do you call it? He was in that like pee wee football or whatever, and we were coaching, and like a bunch of the parents, they were like super involved or whatever. And this one dude, he just kept talking shit, man, to his kid, dude, and he just kept on. But like, there's a lot of those parents where they're a little delusional, like, "Hey, my kid's really, really good, but he really isn't."
yeah, like
You know?
he's not gonna be higher than 5'8", bro. I don't
Yeah,
think.
no, he's not. He's not gonna make it to the pros. He's not. You can't live through him.
Yeah,
You can't. Make up for whatever you weren't able to do with your sports career, and now you work at fucking Enterprise. But stuff
they
like
have good
that, dude.
benefits.
They really do. And I mean, if you needed a car or whatever, you always have one right there. And so, but yeah, no, there was a dad, dude. He was, I remember we were out there coaching and stuff, and I was like, hey, I'm watching this dude talk to his kid, and they kind of, there's a certain part of like encouraging your kid or pushing them. I mean, you want, and then too, like, you're raising a young boy and eventually a young man or whatever, and you kind of want to push them a little bit harder to do more and stuff. And yeah, I mean, I don't have any daughters, just had my my son or whatever, but like you want to toughen them up a little bit, but I mean there's still a certain amount of like nurturing that goes involved or whatever. And so like this dude was kind of going a little bit overboard, man. um he was like just saying some stuff to his kid, man, and it's a little bit embarrassing. Like, dude, like you're kind of embarrassing yourself, and you're putting down your kid, and back and forth. Like you're embarrassing yourself, you're putting down your kid,
Kids'
and
confidence is to be shit.
yeah, dude, yeah, no, seriously, because I was like, dude, like why do you have to do stuff like that, And I was just watching him, and I'm like, all right, stay, like you said, mind your own business, like don't say nothing, man, just be cool, whatever, let it go, no big deal. And then eventually it got to that point, dude, where it's like, all right, if this dude says one more fucking thing, I'm probably gonna say something. Like at a certain point, dude, at a certain point, I'm like, all right, just let it go. And he did it a couple more times, and yeah, I don't know, man. I think I just got to that fucking breaking point, dude. And sure enough, he looks over at his son. He goes, "Hey, Raider, come here." And I was like, this motherfucker, he did it again. I'm like, dude, why are you gonna call your kid Raider, bro? Like, you can't keep putting him down that way. You're gonna raise this kid to think he's a fucking loser, dude. Like, why do you keep calling him Raider? You know? And it finally got to me, dude. Like, I couldn't fucking take it no more. And I
Was
was
he
like,
calling him Raider because the Raiders suck?
fuck, I don't know, dude. I just know you kept calling him Raider, and I thought that's what it meant. But I'm like, hey, you're basically putting him down, dude. Like, you know?
Start calling my son Cowboy.
Yeah.
Hey, Cowboy.
See what I mean? I was like, oh, dude, you can't fucking do that. Like, you're calling your kid a loser. And so everybody would look and look, and I was like, what the hell, man? Like, this isn't right, dude. But yeah, he kept doing it. And that's all he was calling him.
Yeah.
But it was still like, I don't know if they were Raider fans, but even then, dude, like, don't call your kid a loser.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like, so my son played football this past year.
Yeah.
And
You
then
mentioned that, yeah.
he finally got in. This is his first year, so he's like third string running back and like third string linebacker or whatever.
Yeah.
But they were up by a lot, so they finally put him in. And then they're all, Handy, get out there. So he runs out there. They hand him the ball. He gets like 5 yards. I could tell he's happy. And the coach is, Handy, get out.
Mm-hmm.
He never put his mouthpiece in.
Oh shit! Yeah.
So he got right back out of the game. And then I was laughing or whatever, but all I told him was because they're going out to the buses and we're going out to the parking lot.
Yeah.
I just look at him and smile and just put my hands up like, what happened? And then he just starts laughing too. You know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
he knows he messed up. I know he messed up, but there's no reason to
Like,
yell at him or pull him
yeah.
down, like.
Yeah, no, man, you're just gonna kill his spirit, and the whole
Yeah.
idea is for him to have fun. And it's like, don't be a dick. You know what I mean? But then too, like he's gonna learn. He's like, fuck, man, I messed up. So next time around, he's like, okay, what do you not forget?
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, that's just like that kind of like positive like encouragement and stuff that you want to give them. Cause yeah, I mean, fuck, they don't. I mean, dude, we're grown ups and we forget stuff. Like I forgot I was at work and I was texting you,
Yeah.
and I'm old. So
Like
yeah, no,
a lot of stuff too. Like I was thinking about it. Like when my kids mess up, something happens, grades or whatever are down. I'll talk to them and be like, "So what's this?" Well, this and this happened. My teacher did this. I was like, "Your teacher did that, or you didn't do the work?"
so it's because of the tariffs.
Yeah, fucking high tariffs, fucking
Yeah.
Trump. No, but I never like yell at them like that. I talk to them in a stern way, and then I go like, "Well, what's your plan? How you gonna get out of this?" Like,
Yeah.
let them work their way out of it in their own head, not yell at them. And I don't want to be scared of me, but I want to respect me.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I mean? Like,
yeah. No, there's still a line, like I'm not, I'm not your friend, but I would be your best friend. I'm
yeah,
the only person that's always gonna fucking be there for you. That kind of situation. But yeah, man. I mean,
I do always tell my son though, I'll still whip his ass.
yeah, no, and they need to know, dude. Like, no matter how old you fucking get, because that's how my mom was, man. My mom wasn't a very big lady, dude, but I was fucking like deathly afraid of her. Like, it didn't matter, dude. I mean, but you know what? It wasn't even like a fear thing. I think when it came down to it, it was just a matter of like respect.
Were your parents together?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
my parents were separate. So if one was mad at me, I would just go to the other one's house.
Oh,
So I
okay.
just bounced around doing dumb shit, basically.
Well, yeah, because
But
nobody wanted to be the bad guy, huh?
my dad didn't care. He he was like I am as a parent,
Yeah.
but my mom, she'd kind of like not know how to discipline me. Maybe I guess.
Oh, okay.
So then I'd be like, if I'm in trouble, I'm not going to my dad's. You know what I mean? I'm to stay
Yeah.
with my mom.
Yeah. So, well, you weren't huffing paint with JP, right?
Nah.
That shit was funny, dude. That day he told that
Kerosene.
story.
Nah.
Yeah. It was- oh man, you really upped it. Yeah, it's actually cheaper. But yeah, no, dude, it was
Do you ever have paint?
no, dude, I never
No,
did that. Yeah, no. Did you?
not paint. We call it aerosol.
Yeah, yeah, just
Yeah,
yeah,
what
yeah.
should call it?
The
The
whippets.
yeah.
Yeah.
I remember. Who was it? It was like my ex boyfriend's nephew came from LA,
Oh, okay.
and he's like, "You ever did this?" And I was like, "What?" He took the what should call it? The can of it was like potpourri scent or some shit,
Yeah.
and put a rag over it, and then sprayed it, and then huffed it. And I was like, "Damn, let me try that." And then I was like, "Damn."
Yeah, and it smells good.
I've been red ever since.
It's like you have to fucking what is it called? Island breeze.
Like I did it a couple times, and then I had to look it up. I looked on. That's when you had to use dial up, and I looked up
Oh
on
yeah.
internet because
Like
what it
15
would
minutes
do would
later.
make your like vision go zoom, zoom, like that.
Yeah.
And they said that's your brain cells shutting down or your brain shutting down. That's why it's doing that. And I was like, oh shit, never doing that again.
Yeah, no, that's not a good thing, dude. Yeah. It's like I saw a flash of light and I was all fucking
Yeah, I'm
yeah,
on the
no.
Talented but Lazy podcast.
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably not the best thing to do. But no, yeah, I never thought of that as like a high. I mean there was a few things that you experiment with when you're growing up or whatever and uh but yeah, it's something like that where it just didn't seem very natural to do, like it's not it wasn't appealing, like to me I was like, I don't know, man, this doesn't sound right. And then my dumbass, I know I'd get fucking caught somehow. I would end up, doing something really stupid.
My dumbass did that, but I'm scared of mushrooms and acid and all that bullshit. I was like, you figure it would be a step.
Okay, so I'm hoping my kid doesn't watch, but yeah, mushrooms and acid. Yeah, I mean I've done that, but it was like,
Man, grab that can from the restroom right there. Let's go.
yeah, right. Let's just do it.
It's fucking 15 minutes of us passed out.
This episode's awesome, but no, we'll
It's like we're watching ourselves.
no, we're just like staring into the fucking camera. Or better yet, we'll be like JP when he tells the stories drunk. He's like, "Oh, I had a crush on her too." I was like, "Hey man, Naomi probably listens."
She's like, no, I don't.
Yeah, no, she doesn't.
Mm.
I don't know. Well, I mean, I hope she does because I mean that's one more person that's gonna like, listen, share, follow, subscribe.
At least like and share.
Yeah, I mean, at a minimum, right? I mean, shit, man. But
I think my wife's tired of hearing me on podcasts. She don't even care anymore.
really,
Yeah.
well, but you know what?
She hears me say dumb shit at home all the time.
But then too, like she's because you said earlier too that she would sit down or watch the camera fall over. And but I mean, but she's watching it happen live. Where like normally it's me and JP and uh well obviously Naomi's been here a couple of times or whatever, but like for the most part, since we've got the new equipment, she wasn't here. But
Yeah, on our Talented but Lazy, she's always there
yeah,
basically.
so yeah, I
She's
mean,
behind the camera. Every now and then you'll hear her like, "Shut up, motherfucker!"
yeah,
Just hear her
yeah.
in the background talking shit.
No, it's but then she's hearing it happen live. I guess that's what I'm getting at. So it's like, why, I mean, we do the podcast and then I'll go back and I'll listen to it, but it's mainly only for like, what did I do wrong? What could I do better? That kind of like more of a learning thing than anything.
I've never listened to a podcast that I've been on.
Really? What
Because then
about
I
the
feel
ones that
like,
you did here?
huh?
What about the ones you did?
Uh-uh.
You didn't even listen to those?
I don't like to hear my voice. That's why I have one ear thing out because it's weird hearing my own voice
Yeah.
and then it feels like if then I'll be trying to play something that I'm not because I know how you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like I won't be natural. I'd be like, oh well, don't do that or don't say this because that's
Yeah.
dumb or whatever. I'd rather just
Well, no,
go.
because earlier I thought, because before we hit record, I'm like, Bob, I've never really heard you use so many Ebonics, bro. Like, it was kind of weird when you had both of the headphones on and you started rapping and shit. Like, I'm gonna have to edit that
I
part
was all
out.
cheddar Bob, started going.
Yeah, dude. What do you call it? You're all spaghetti. I fucking Dave Chappelle.
Yeah. I spit hot fire.
Yeah. I told you, dude. You put these fucking mics in front of you and you just start wanting to say dumb shit, man. Like it's, I don't know.
Press
I
a
think,
button.
okay.
Thanks, bro. That's how this podcast is going right now.
Yeah, no, this is how it's going, man. Sorry, guys. But we told you that the quality of the audio and the actual video would get better. We never promised anything on the content.
It'll look good and sound good.
Yeah,
Listen
no,
to
yeah,
shit.
but you're like, yeah, I don't want to hear this. No, I mean, but it is kind of a different situation for both of us. Normally, we have JP here with us when we've done podcasts in the past, the three of us or whatever, and the dynamic kind of changes a little, because normally JP has his part to add or whatever, and we kind of play off of his conversations or whatever. And I think that's a lot of what I tend to do when I go back and I listen. I'm like, okay, well, yeah, well, what's this dude talking about? And then sometimes I'm like, I play it back and I'm like, what's this dude talking about? Because that becomes like an actual question.
It was funny. Some of the early ones, like the mic, the messed up mic that he had.
Yeah, yeah.
It would just go on and cut out. Cut. Like, what the fuck is going on here? What is? Then you guys laugh. I'm like, wait, what just happened?
Yeah, dude. It was it was pretty like crude. It was pretty bad.
Have you ever got close to saying something on here that you're like, oh, don't fucking say that?
Well, no, not really. Because for the most part, I try to think of things that I'm talking about prior, just to blurting stuff out. Well, I guess I should mention this. So, so I work for for Madera County, and so prior I was working for City of Fresno, and I've been gone. Well, March, what was it? March 1st or 2nd? I started with Madera County in 2020. So right after, like when COVID started, like within a week or two, they sent everybody home from for COVID or whatever.
You get paid for that?
Yeah, no, we got
Nice.
paid. Yeah. And so because everyone was at shelter in place thing or whatever, where just.
Did you ever shelter in place?
Fuck no, I didn't, dude. I was, but I got COVID twice, and I didn't die. Well, the first time I thought I was gonna die. The second time I was like, oh man, this sucks. And then I don't know if I've had it after that. I probably just like thought it was COVID, probably just gas. I mean, fuck, I don't know anymore.
Because everything was shut down. We've never had so many family gatherings at that time.
Yeah,
everybody was always together. I would tell my mom, like, hey, someone's sick over here, you might want to come. She's like, I don't care.
Yeah.
I think everybody was just tired of it. Worked for about like maybe a week or two. Then after that, it was like, yeah, who cares?
Yeah. No, I mean, you just continue living life. I mean, it wasn't like a thing for me. Like I was like, fuck it. I mean, whatever, I mean, I got sick. I mean, I'm not gonna like sit here and go like, oh, I didn't get sick. No, it was like really, really bad. I was out of work for a couple months, and
I got the shot twice and got COVID twice.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's just like the flu. Like you could still get the flu after. I mean, fuck, dude. The times I used to get the flu shot back in the day, that shit would give me the flu, and then I'd be, but it was like a mild flu, and then I would be over it or whatever. And so, getting back to like, thinking about what you're gonna say before you say things or whatever. Um, so I've been with Madera County for 6 years as of like a couple of days ago. And recently I had a subpoena for a case. It was in federal court last Friday. Actually, JP, took me over downtown to do this. I was a witness. Excuse me. And they had some person come over, knock on the door. They
Are
dropped
you on
off.
Epstein's Island?
I am not in the files. One, I'm not cool enough. Two, I don't know that many people. I mean, if I were in the
He was too
files,
old. He wasn't under 18 to
Yeah,
be one of the
no.
sex trafficked boys that were there.
I mean, I was in that weird stage between too old for that, for the sex trafficking, but still too young to be in the band Menudo.
Damn.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's like a sweet spot, but I missed both of them. And so,
Hey, is the band Menudo really named after the soup Menudo?
honestly, dude, I don't know. I think the name Menudo actually has to do with like a mixture of stuff. I don't know. I don't know if I'm wrong or not. I mean, fuck, I don't. You know what? I think that's exactly what it is. Please, folks, if you're watching or listening to this, don't look it up because I know 100% I'm right. But don't even bother looking it up and making me feel dumb because I might be like
So
100%
is
wrong.
Pozole just another thing of mixed up shit? They
What?
both mean mixed up shit.
No, that's another band.
Pozole.
Yeah, no, but it's like Christian rock. Yeah, but in Spanish.
Nice. It really is it?
No, I just
Oh,
fucking made
Menudo. I was like,
yeah,
Menudo really
yeah,
a Christian band?
No, I just made all that up too.
I don't
'Cause
understand
fuck,
what
I
the hell
don't
they're
fucking
saying.
I don't know either.
You speak
dude.
Spanish?
I can I do speak Spanish. I can speak Spanish. I normally don't. I understand everything in Spanish. My mom would speak Spanish to me.
Tell them to like, subscribe, and just in case we have.
No, you know what? Because if I say that right now, and then like anybody at work that knows that, because I do have some people that watch at work or whatever, and they're like, "Hey, we need a translator." I'm like, "Oh, I don't really know." I'm like, "No, habla," and so I want to make sure that like I keep up that appearance that I really don't understand anything. I'm like, "Oh, I heard you motherfuckers talking about me," that kind of thing. So yeah, and plus, like when you have to be a translator at work, they give you like an extra like $50 or $75, and then they bother the shit out of you, and it's like it's not even worth it, dude. And I'm like, just leave me alone. Like I don't fucking know anything. And so, anyway, yeah. So going back to that whole thing about like thinking prior to just fucking blurting stuff out, especially with the recordings and stuff, and whether it's audio or now even video. Um, I spent Friday over at federal court, and it's one of those situations all the time where you're like, "Hey, should I?" They, you don't know what the questions are that when they're going to ask you, so you're kind of just like 100% just like waiting to hear like, "Well, what's going on?" And then they do that thing where they try to fucking trip you up. One side is like on your side, or why you're there, and so you're listening to all the stuff people are talking about or whatever, and you're like, "Oh yeah, no, this is cool." And then those attorneys sit down, and then the next thing you know, the other ones pop up, and they're like, "Hey, so you're a fucking retard, right?" And you're like, "Wait, what?"
Oh yeah.
You're like, "Who'd you talk to?" And
Talk to my wife.
yeah, right. And so it's like, they try to discredit you. Like, there's always one side that's definitely there for you. The other side's all trying to make you look stupid. And, a lot of times when you're on the witness stand or you're testifying to anything, depending on why you're there, it's always like, you do have to, and this is one thing that I learned like a long time ago, cause I was in school, and, we had one of the dude was like a pretty like badass dude. He was a little guy, but he was a retired U.S. Marshal. And so he's like, "Hey, if you're ever on the witness stand, do this, and that." And he was like, before you just fucking start talking, you got to think about what you say. He's like, even if you have to like blink prior, do that. Like take a breath, think about what you're going to say, and then talk. Don't just start just like randomly just blurting shit out because it's always going to be wrong. And so I've taken that approach to a lot of things, including like, this. I'll let JP do that part. It's like, no, you go ahead, man. You go ahead.
Like my partner, he's single, so he can say wild shit. But sometimes I gotta like, that's not my conversation.
Yeah. You got to be cool.
I just look at him and be like, "Well, you got this one, buddy." Like,
Yeah.
My
Well,
wife's right behind that camera right there.
and she's looking at us.
Yeah, she's about to
Yeah.
throw her shoe at me.
No, she's
I
been
guess that'd be
watching.
good for content.
Yeah. Well, yeah, no, you probably pick up a few more listeners and subscribers. And I was like, did you watch Bob get fucking hit?
So, have you been on jury duty?
Yeah, actually, when I was working for the city of Fresno. So here's the funny thing: when I worked for the city of Fresno, or even like currently working for, well, I haven't had anything since I've been in Madera, but so there's a form. You go to jury duty, and there's this form that you fill out, and basically, like, if you're not working for the government or whatever, normally they're like, hey, thanks for coming out, doing your civil duty, all that bullshit or whatever. And you're like, a jury of your peers. I'm like, I don't fucking call this guy that just murdered 4 people my peer,
Yeah.
like, fuck this guy, he's guilty. And so, they'll do this like thing that you have like this little like survey or whatever that you do right before. And these motherfuckers know that you're going to get paid by your job to be there, like the city or the county or whoever.
Yeah.
They're paying for you to be like, you're getting your regular wage. You're not getting that jury duty fucking whatever it is pay or whatever. So they're like, oh, okay, you work for the county, you work for the city, you're making your full amount, so we'll go ahead. And then every fucking time, dude, like every single time I got a jury summons, I ended up in the fucking either jury, that little like jury box area, or actually on a jury every fucking time. And at least I want to say maybe twice, I ended up being a jury foreman. And I was like still pretty young, dude. And I'm like, what the fuck? I don't know what I'm doing. But every single time, like I ended up getting stuck there.
You're just saying random shit you heard on movies.
Yeah, dude. You're all out of order.
Yeah.
Dude, so seriously, like that was
Hey, what
kinda,
happens when you're like in the middle of court or whatever, and like you got to go to the restroom? Hella bad. Do you just gotta hold it, or
I'm pretty sure like you could probably just raise your hand and be like, hey man, Judge, Your Honor, I gotta take a shit. Like
I always wondered that because I just be sitting there like, damn, I got the bubble guts. What if it's like the important part where they're just like going in on the murder? You're like, hey, pause.
Yeah, you
Time
got
out.
OJ right there trying to put the
Yeah.
glove on, and you're like raising your hand and hey man, the shit don't fit, man, but I gotta use the restroom, bro. Can you just like, can we get a quick recess? Well, normally like on long trials like that, you do get like a lot of breaks because the judge also doesn't want to fucking sit there for hours.
Yeah.
So normally, it's like, all right, hey, we're gonna take a lunch, and it's like fucking 2 hours because the judge is gonna go find somewhere to go drink because he's like a fucking over it too. So yeah, it's always been like you get plenty of breaks or whatever, and then they're like, okay, we don't need you guys to listen to this part. Go ahead and step out of the room, and then they'll like do this whole, like because it's not like part of the regular discussion, so it doesn't sway a jury or whatever.
Do you get fed there?
They give you time to take off and like go have like food somewhere. So normally, like here downtown, I'd go over to Club One and well, I don't know if they're open. I haven't been downtown really in a minute. Well, since Friday, but I didn't go anywhere.
Dude, I went to Tower the other day for the first time.
Like, ever?
Like I lived down there before, but like actually like to drink and chill. I've never
Yeah,
went
yeah.
down there. Not as
Oh,
gay
yeah.
as I thought.
No, it's actually it's gotten kind of busy. Like I heard it was kind of busier this past weekend too. But no, they have like a lot of food places and stuff. And I mean, I don't know if you're like into like deli sandwiches at all. Do you do like
Subway once in a while.
yeah, so like if you want like a real Italian like deli sandwich, dude, they'll slice up the fucking whatever you want. It's one of those like Sam's Deli.
Bro, I live around the block from Sam's Deli.
Yeah, I
I've
was gonna
never been
say.
there.
Oh, real? Okay, yeah, I know. Yeah, because I know where you live. So yeah, that's where Sam's is at. But yeah, Piemonte's over in Tower District's a nice spot, and they're right across the street from Bobby Salazar's.
I was
Or a little bit over
he was there where I was at.
Bobby Salazar.
Yeah. I guess right next to Bobby Salazar's the restaurant.
Yeah.
I guess his wife owns the one next door or
Oh,
something like that.
Lucy's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're over there. It's
Yeah.
actually, it's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, and that's a nice little spot.
I was at the
gone there
bar
once.
and I was waiting behind people. And then he told the guy behind the bar, he's like, hey, serve him. He's like, go to the bar. And I go, all right. And that guy was like, what do you mean?
Oh,
I
nice.
was like, hell yeah, tell him, Bobby.
Right on. Yeah, he's like from one Bob to another.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But that's not the guy I pictured in my head, though. I don't know why. I've never seen him before.
Well, I mean, I used to go right there to, between Bobby Salazar's and the place you're talking about, Lucy's, is that cigar shop.
Yeah.
Yeah, Perfect Blend. So I'd be over there all the time. Would be, sitting there smoking cigars and stuff. And the cool thing about the Bobby Salazar's right there is they got that little patio. So like if you wanted to buy a cigar, you can walk into Bobby Salazar's, go to their patio. You can have a beer, order food, and you can smoke out there.
Yeah, that's what another guy was doing where we were at. I was
Yeah,
telling you. Yeah, he
yeah,
was smoking on the patio too,
yeah,
right there.
yeah. And there's a lot of places, especially like the food places, that don't allow that kind of stuff. And it's weird because you'd think that like in the Tower District they'd be like, oh no, it's the environment and all the other bullshit or whatever. Or I'm gonna get secondhand smoke. I'm like, bitch, I got firsthand. Like,
Like,
why are you worried about it?
I can't smoke a cigar, but you can smoke a dick. Get out of
Yeah, dude.
here.
Seriously. Well, the only thing I have, okay, one of the problems I have with Bobby Salazar, I'll tell you right now.
Bro, you've been on that for like 50 minutes already. And you mean,
That's my like second one, dude.
uh,
Yeah. But what do you call it? Well, normally when it's JP, I have plenty of time to drink because he's just fucking telling stories and shit. So I'm like all fucked up by the end of it. Like right now, like we're still carrying conversation back and forth. So like I have to like, wet my whistle here and there. But yeah, um, Bobby Salazar's, dude. So I don't, I always have a hat on, right? And I'm not gonna comb my hair. Like I get out of work and I go someplace. I went over to a Perfect Blend, the cigar shop over there. Bought a couple cigars and stuff, and you're sitting there smoking. And yeah, I got hungry, so some of the guys we went over there, got something to eat and stuff. And then if it's like Friday night or Saturday night, and you're doing that at a certain hour, Bobby Salazar's like turns into a nightclub. And so I'm sitting there, and they're like, "Hey, here in a few minutes, there's going to be a cover charge. You guys are good. You're already in here, um, but you got to lose the hat." Because you've seen that place, right? I mean, it's super fancy, right?
I never been inside of it.
Yeah, but from the outside, that looks like a
Yeah.
high class place for sure. And I'm like, yeah, this place is a fucking okay. To have to fucking take a hat off. I mean, come on, dude. This place isn't that fucking nice. I mean, they got decent food. It's not the best.
And you have a Vans hat on. It's not even like a Boston hat. You know, the Bulldogs wear the B or whatever.
Yeah, no,
Like just
dude. It's normally just like some kind of logo of something. It's not fucking like gang affiliated or any kind of weird anything where somebody would freak out about it. I mean, shit, I even had like a regular, just like solid, like black one on. It was like fucking Janet Jackson, Rhythm Nation, fucking black hat.
after I took a shower today too, on the before I was coming over here, I was like,
Yeah.
all right, my shirt real quick, and then I was like, damn, I don't have a Vans hat to fit in with the. Don't JP usually have one on too?
I got like fucking 20 of them downstairs. I would
I got a
have.
big ass head, it probably won't fit.
You could just undo the snaps, dude. We'll put one of those, those things that you use on on the buttons on your collar or that little extender.
I was
We'll have
thinking
one of those on your hat.
with girls that are pregnant, they get a rubber band and put it around the.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, one of those Chinese jump ropes.
Yeah.
Just fucking tied to your hat. No, so yeah, at that certain point, dude, they're like, "Hey, you got to lose your hat," and so I was like, "Wait, what are you talking about, man? Like, fucking, dude, I'm just wearing like a Vans hat or something like very neutral. Like,
Do I
it's
look like a gang member to you?
yeah." I'm like, "Fuck, dude, I'm over here smoking a cigar and I just had like a fucking platter of food, and you think I'm gonna fucking do something here? Like, come on, man." And anyway, so I was like, "All right, fuck you guys, I'm leaving." And then so I was on my way out, and like it was already kind of like going like this one big chick is in there fucking her clothes didn't fit her. It was really disgusting, dude. And it was like, she's like all out of fucking hand, dude. And next thing you know, she like fucking throws up on the table and then falls. And so I'm walking out, like seriously, I seriously watched this big chick fucking throw up and then fucking fall on a table, dude. And I'm like, I walk out and I tell security, I was like, hey, dude, like, I'm leaving, man, because I can't wear a hat because this is such a high class place. But I just saw this fucking big chick fucking throw up on the ground and then fall on a table and break it. I get it. I probably shouldn't be here. It's too fancy for me. And I mean, I know they have their rules or whatever, but like a fucking Vans hat, dude, like, why are you going to be mad at that?
Maybe because she had high heels on, so she was fancy.
Maybe, honestly, dude, like, whatever those heels were made of,
They gave out.
Yeah,
That's why
they must have gave out, dude. Honestly, because they were like pushing their limits, man. Like, what are they made out of? Steel, But yeah, dude. After that, I was like, "Fuck this place! I ain't coming back." I mean, I'll go over there. I'll order some stuff, like to eat, but I'll do like on the app or whatever, just pick something up and get the fuck out of there. Because after that, I'm like, I don't want to be here. It's stupid. So,
I was at the by my house. I think it's the next bar or something like that.
oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah. So it was a Friday, got off of work, got my wife, we went over there and we were drinking there for a good while. We met our friends over there.
yeah, yeah.
And then sooner or later, they're like, I had to spend like at least $100 there already. And they're like, hey, we gotta charge you a cover. And I was like, the fuck? And I'm tipping the waitress or tipping the bartender and all that. And I was like, no, I'm good, I'm out of here. I was like, this fucking bar? Like,
Yeah, dude, it just kills it. Like, I
yeah.
mean, like, what do you guys? I mean, would you rather just let me spend more money on fucking drinks?
Or you want your $6.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like,
you know. I mean, like, what are we like? What are we trying to accomplish here? I've been here all fucking day, and then you want to be like, hey, now you got to pay because it's fucking 7 o'clock. That's just stupid, dude. I don't like that idea. I think you kind of like push people away from like wanting to be. Well, I mean, look, you left.
yeah.
You
I would
didn't-
spend a lot more money there too.
Well, yeah, I mean that's the thing. You would have continued to just like do your thing there, but man, once they just start getting stupid about stuff or petty, I mean, because it seems kind of petty at a certain point.
I probably ate too much popcorn over there. That shit's pretty good. They're probably all right. That's enough, buddy.
Yeah, dude, you probably ate more fucking popcorn than what do you call it? Than you spent in beer, and they're like, oh,
Yeah.
this dude's starting to cost us. Like
Oh,
when
hey,
that
new
fucking
batch,
table,
guys.
yeah,
Come on, new batch.
that fucking table started to change. Where it's like, yeah, this dude fucking ate way too much. But yeah, dude, I don't know, man. Is it pretty good though?
Buttery and salty.
Oh, nice, nice. Yeah, I don't think I've ever been there.
I have a problem with popcorn.
Do you really?
My
You're like a connoisseur.
yeah. I have like when you buy the regular box, maybe like 4 or 6.
Yeah.
I buy the fucking big box, like 20 or something in there. So my father-in-law, where he works at, he's a garbage man, and then I don't know if that was part of their union deal, but they make popcorn for him. And
Oh.
every when he leaves work, he'll bring me a bag of popcorn. So I'm just drinking beer, slamming popcorn every day.
Hey, you know who had popcorn? Like good popcorn? And you live right there. Fucking Target. Remember they used to have pretty good popcorn.
I don't think they have food in there anymore.
Not no more, dude.
No. You know how good sandwiches? Kmart. Remember Kmart used to have those sub
fuck
sandwiches?
yeah, dude. They put that little thing up there with the blue light. And they had the sandwiches and they had fucking the icy machine.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
remember being probably at my grandma's house, swimming with all my other cousins or whatever. And
Yeah.
here comes the ants with a bunch of sub fucking sandwiches from Kmart.
Oh yeah,
It's
dude.
cute.
Yeah, but you know the only thing I didn't like about the sandwich itself, it always had like some weird cheese in it.
I never noticed.
Yeah, dude, it was like American cheese, but it tastes like plastic.
The kind of plastic that don't melt, or the
Yeah,
the
the
cheese
cheese,
that don't
yeah,
melt.
dude.
You microwave the shit out of it, it just gets glossy. Like, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
dude. It basically turns into like a, what do you call it? Like some kind of fucking like actual like plastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's what they use. That was my thing. I don't like wax peppers, but they didn't have any in there. And then no, they did. Their sandwiches had wax peppers. I remember because I'd pick them out all the time. And then that fucking cheese, for whatever reason, I was like, I'm not eating this. And no, but they did have pretty good popcorn. They had, well, yeah, but Target, dude, because I remember it was only like $1.
Was there ever a Target on Kings Canyon? I know there was a Kmart, right?
Yeah, that was a Kmart over like on Kings Canyon and like Chestnut or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there was never no Target.
No.
Maybe I was thinking about Clovis.
Well, there's one up in Clovis, yeah, right off of like in Sierra Vista. There's that Target there.
I grew up half Clovis, half Callaway.
Oh shit! Okay.
My mom's from Callaway and my dad's from Clovis.
Oh right on.
And they was there. You have half custody, so I'll just bounce back and forth to I'll just say to the hood.
Yeah,
To the
yeah. I was gonna say, I was like,
bouncing
yeah.
around.
It was like, yeah, yeah. That was, yeah. That had to be different. Like going from back, you know.
Yeah.
Hey. Yeah. Wow, that's weird.
Oh,
What? Okay, so I haven't been out there recently, but like Tulare and Clovis, they had like some shopping center. Have you seen over there lately?
yeah, I think they have an In-N-Out now, a big ass Target.
There, yeah. I thought there was a
Yeah.
Target there. Yeah.
Yeah, they have a bunch of shit there now. When we used to live over there, our apartment was over there before we got to this house.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was just a dirt field and they had the police station right there,
Yeah.
and then like a parking stall
Mm-hmm.
for years. And then we leave, and then they build everything.
Where were you off of?
So you know where the police station's at
Yeah.
in that neighborhood, right across the street.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, when I worked for Fresno, I was normally like in the southwest part of town, but then I did go southeast a little bit, so I was kind of familiar over there, like off of Huntington and like Clovis, that area. Yeah, it was kind of rough.
We used to live over there. So like around the corner from that was our first apartment.
Yeah.
I remember we're just chilling. My compa was over there. We had some beers, and my wife made dinner. My
Yeah.
daughter. Then we hear bam, 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 and then we hear this way, and they run past our apartment, and we're just sitting there eating fucking enchiladas or something. It's like, what the hell was that? Then you hear the helicopter and everything else.
I remember one time I was at Rally's, fucking downtown over by the old fire station over there, like on E Street or whatever. You know where they have like that training like thing for the fire department for City of Fresno. Dude, we're sitting there at Rally's and fucking just eating, and then I don't know what happened, dude, but like some shots were fired, and me and my buddy were like, "Hey, you ready to go?" Like, cause I don't want to fucking like. I was like, you know what? We were here. We did see what happened, but I don't also want to end up in court for anything.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I didn't see nothing, man. Let's just go. But yeah, it was like one of those. Back to that whole mind your own business situation.
I was thinking about this. So the mind your own business situation, that same apartment where there was shots at, it was a ghetto ass apartment
Yeah.
complex. So the couple upstairs, they were always fighting. Like it was always screaming, yelling, domestic shit.
He was all calling her Raider.
Yeah.
He's like, you fucking loser.
But it was one of those things like, I guess she likes it. They're always fucking fighting. She always stays. And then one night it got bad. It sounded like they were doing WWF fucking moves off the thing, and he was beating the shit out of her.
He had that fucking folding chair and
Yeah,
that
it was
fucking that
crazy.
garbage can.
And then so we're like, me and my wife were like, we should just call the cops. You know, this is getting like, it sounds like he's gonna fucking kill her.
And you're like, no, they're only on round 9.
Yeah. And then so then we call the cops, and then it gets quiet up there. And then the cops go up there. We can hear them knocking. You can hear them hitting the door or whatever. And then they come down to our fucking door and knock on the door. I'm like, yeah, we didn't hear nothing. It's like, well, you fucking asshole. You just let them know if they're still up there that we snitched, thinking, you know, like, well,
Yeah.
thanks, guy.
Yeah, you were trying to stay anonymous.
Yeah. And then, yeah, went to right to our damn door. It was like, hey, you guys are the ones that called the cops, right? I'm like, what the fuck?
That lady's dead, and
Yeah.
this guy's known to kill people, and he knows you called on him.
Yeah. But sure enough, the next day, them two are walking to the apartment complex all fine. Nothing happened. But it's like, damn.
Well, he promised that he'd stop after this
He
time.
wouldn't use the chair no more. What the fuck?
You put her in the sleeper hole. But yeah, no, dude, that's it's a weird situation. I mean, those domestic things are kind of dangerous. You know, the officers show up, and it's like, oh yeah, you know, first you're trying to separate everybody, and the next thing you know, she starts to side with the guy. Oh, you know, and then
Yeah.
now
Leave
the
him
officer,
alone.
yeah, now they're getting attacked or whatever, and it's like, hey, whose side are you on? You're the one that fucking called.
Yeah.
It's like, no, we didn't call. Bob called.
Yeah.
But,
The cop's
yeah.
like, hey man, check your girl. Tell her shut up.
Yeah.
Telling the
They
guy.
tell her to calm down. But yeah, dude, it's actually, like, statistically, those are like some of the more dangerous like situations that law enforcement gets into. Because yeah, they show up and they was like, hey, you know, we're here to protect you, and next thing you know, you're like no longer caring because he's gonna stop at some point, you know, beating on somebody or whatever, and now you got 2 people attacking you, and now you got to shoot more people, which is bad, you know.
Well, if you get both of them with one bullet, save taxpayer.
Yeah, no, it's like 2 birds, 1 stone, but you know, replace that with 45 caliber. Yeah, no, it'll work. It's called through and through. But anyway, so yeah, you ratted out your neighbor. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're trying to save her life, and then they were like, "Oh, she died already."
Too late, asshole. We
Yeah.
should have called. 10
Yeah, you
minutes
should have
earlier.
called 15 minutes when you guys were debating this shit. You could have called.
Yeah.
she might have made it. But
Ever had this thing prostitutes walk through too? Because the center of the apartment, my mom also lived there too. She wasn't a prostitute though. She was like help with management. Her man was the maintenance guy. But so the center of the apartment is the pool area, and people would just hang around in lawn chairs, just chat or whatever, you know.
yeah,
And then you just see like girls in booty shorts just walking to different apartments. It's like, hey yo, put your ass away. The kids are swimming. You know what I mean,
like, do you have to pay more for this, or is that part of the rent?
I was on Section 8, I think, back then. So
Oh yeah, so it was like
it was a
lot-
government.
Yeah, it was a lot
limit.
cheaper. Yeah, yeah. It was only like $40, but you got a little extra.
Yeah.
Wow, that's wild, dude. I mean,
You never
that's
lived in the ghetto like that?
um growing up as a kid, you know where New China Cafe is
That like Blackstone
in Olive,
Abbey or what? Oh,
like
Olive.
or yeah, Olive right there. That might be like Abbey and Olive, depending on where.
Yeah,
Yeah, because you know
right
where that.
before that, right?
Yeah, where like that McDonald's is right there and it
Yeah.
splits. So once
Ain't
I'd
that by
actually
Susie's?
a little bit past that, yeah, but yeah, right there, yeah.
Should have said that at first.
You know, I didn't want to lead with that because it's still a family show. I was like, yeah, you know, the dildo store,
If there's kids watching this,
dude. Yeah, no, seriously, like if there's kids watching this, there's probably a hotline you should call because you're being abused.
yeah.
Like you should not be a child fucking watching us because we're fucking dumb and we say so much stuff. Although I do have a story. An old friend of mine, this guy Chris, I went to well, no, it was middle school with, or he was he's one of those kids where like, you know, he's a good dude and stuff, but like his parents never ever went to shit for him. And you know, my parents were like picking us up for some like event or something that we did together or whatever, giving him a ride home. And you know, the place says arcade. So he was like, yeah, you know, one time I went to that place. It says an arcade, so I walked in there. And like this dude, I don't know if he was like joking or if like he was like for real, but it's an adult store, you know. So like
Yeah.
he walked in there like fucking 13 years old, and he's like, "Yeah, I saw a lot of stuff." I was like, "Oh, okay."
The
But
joysticks are weird.
yeah, he's like, "Yeah, no." He's like, I got this rash on my hand. It just, you know, I don't know, it just wouldn't go away.
Why would they call it an arcade?
I don't know, dude, but that's what it was called. I mean, I think like if you go even by there, um, there was like a big old thing of letter. I mean, it was just said like a sign. It was like arcade, but I mean, I don't know why you would put that there. And then like, I mean, is there something like you put quarters into and like you can like watch, you know, whatever?
Yeah, they have those. What should call it? Where you get a booth and then you throw quarters in and watch
So maybe
movies.
that's the arcade part about it. Maybe I don't know if
You try
that's
to act like you don't know. Is there something where you put
well,
damn well
no,
what you know?
well, no, no. I mean, like, I know like there's places like that, but like at that exact spot, like, do they have, you know, is that considered arcade?
Is that where Pee Wee Herman got busted in one of those?
No, I think he was like in an actual theater.
But like an adult theater?
Yeah, yeah.
It wasn't just like a regular fucking
Well, no, no, no. It was like, oh, here I'm over here watching fucking Toy
Lion King.
Story.
Fucking, we
Yeah.
both went Disney.
Yeah, you know, I was like, yeah, I really like that Toy Story movie. Gives me a boner. No, because he was like
Something
a
about thick ass Buzz Light.
yeah, you know that helmet he wears just really did it for me. Um, no, there was a spot over kind of downtown, dude. That was it was called like Wildcat. Well, I was like a youngster, dude. I just kind of knew like, you know, we'd drive by there or whatever. And my parents would be like, you know, just driving back home or whatever from like Chinatown or something, and we passed that place. And I just remember it was like, okay, you know, you could still fucking, you were young, but you could read, you know,
Yeah.
so you kind of knew what like what was going on or whatever.
Just free tits.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, seriously, it was like a fucking. It's a live nudes, like what do you call it? Motley Crue. And so, right, and so,
Motley Crue.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I think I remember my uncle Steven had posters of Motley Crue in
yeah.
his. Yeah. I was always confused, like, why those girls look like that? Because he had a bunch of those. I guess that was like his, probably the same age as you, and that was like his era of shit. That
Yeah, he might have been a little bit older because like yeah, that was still the 80s and I was probably only like
what year were you born?
77.
Oh, I was 86.
See? Yeah. Well, when you were born, yeah, I was like 9. Yeah, see? So yeah, this dude's probably a little bit older still, but I mean, that was the thing. It was like you're like, why do these chicks look like this? It was Motley Crue, it was just a bunch of dudes.
Their makeup sucks.
Right. And so yeah, we would drive by this place and it was just this like adult like movie theater or whatever. So I'm guessing that's kind of the thing. And then you got to figure too, like this is probably like in Hollywood or somewhere, like on the strip somewhere, West Hollywood, or you know, going into one of those spots or whatever, where it's like, you know, pretty well known that that's going on. But like here, like we don't, you know, there's like all these rules. You can't have this by a school. You can't have this by a church.
You can't have a dildo shop by a school. That's crazy.
Yeah, dude. But oh, which is funny because like one of my like vice principals when I went to McLean, that dude got popped in one of those fucking deals over there at the park at Roding Park when there was like all that like weird stuff going on in the bathrooms.
I remember hearing that. When was that?
Dude, it was like right after probably like in late, like 1999 or early 2000s when that came out.
It was crazy. I was young, but I remember hearing
Yeah,
stuff
dude.
about that. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck was that?
Well, I mean, you got to figure you were
All
probably
I know is
around
they were being gay in a restroom. That's
like
all
like yeah, like 13 or so
Yeah.
by then. So yeah, you were still pretty young, but I mean, you knew what was going on.
Yeah. I
But
never
yeah,
went there.
yeah, no, yeah. I mean, even then, I was like, who wants to stop at a park bathroom to take a leak when there's like fucking 20 other places you can go that are cleaner?
Especially, yeah, those restrooms. Why are those restrooms?
Hmm?
Unless they had the city guys go out there and clean them up before they went out.
Dude, I don't know. I mean, excuse me. It was probably because like nobody was there. Like you got to figure like it was probably just like homeless people and people like. I mean, I don't know. Like who fucking goes to the park like in the middle of the day?
But it was Roding Park, though?
Yeah, yeah.
Poor zoo animals.
Yeah, dude. I mean, this is way before that. All the extra shit they built out
That
there.
has to be suspicious, right? It's an empty park in a big park. But for some reason, there's a lot of guys going into that fucking restroom.
Yeah, that one stall, and you had like a secret handshake or whatever. Yeah, dude. I mean, I don't fucking know how whatever happened, but yeah, my assistant, like vice principal or whatever, ended up getting in trouble for that shit. Like they named him in the news and all that stuff, dude. It was fucking weird.
He was the ringleader.
Yeah. Well,
Who else was it like politicians here and stuff too, or just like
I don't remember if anybody other than like that guy.
he was the main guy?
Well, I mean, like being a vice principal, I mean that's gonna attract a lot of news, right?
Yeah, so he probably was the top.
I think he was a bottom. Yeah, no, if you knew that guy, he's probably a bottom. But either way, man, it was like fucking wild when you heard that story. You're like, man, what the fuck was this dude doing? He was kind of like a heavy set guy. He looked like the guy that fucking. Speaking of Toy Story, the like fat guy that fucking stole Woody from a yard sale.
Yeah.
He was like that. Yeah. But yeah, anyway, that dude got in trouble, and I was like, "Fuck that dude," because he's the guy that suspended me. So I was like, "Yeah, I'm glad you got popped, fucker. Like, who cares?" Where'd you go to school, Bob?
I went to Callaway, then I went to John Muir. I got bullied over there in John Muir. I took my football cards, assholes. But I told my mom and got them back. And then back to Callaway, then Sequoia, Roosevelt. Was it J. Young, Cambridge, Clovis Adult, Clovis Adult, Clovis Adult. That's what it.
And the University of Phoenix.
Yeah.
It's the what is it called? The Harvard of the West.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, on man. And then you graduated eventually.
No.
Oh, you haven't?
I'm a super senior.
Oh man, you got like you're gonna get a doctorate from high school.
Yeah.
Nice, dude.
My daughter beat me.
But yeah, that's not a bad thing.
I mean, hopefully my son don't beat me. I actually looked it up the other day because I was like, oh, I need to get it. I actually have that's
You
one of the
like-
things in my life that I don't like that I didn't graduate.
Yeah.
I'll have dreams where I'm back at school and I don't have my schedule and I don't know what class to go to and I'm fucking panicking.
Dude, it turns out all you needed was PE.
Yeah.
You're like, I need like 4 more credits of PE and I would have graduated.
Dude, I'm about 25 credits away from graduating. Like it probably take me like a month or two to get it all done.
So, do you think you're going to or no?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I signed up for a program. It was supposed to be through the Fresno Library where you could do it online for free.
Oh, nice.
So I applied and they never got back to me. Then I looked back at the website and that was last year. So it's probably why I haven't graduated yet. So I don't know if they renewed the program or what. So I got to go down to the library again and see if there's still that program's still active. If not, I'm gonna have to pay like I think it's like $500 to $600 to do online classes.
I mean,
Or I can just keep online on my resume that
Yeah,
I graduated in 2004.
I mean, nobody's watching this.
Yeah. I work at a door shop, bro. It's not that serious.
And that was my next question because, like, I asked JP, I'm like, because we do the podcast, and he was like, "Oh yeah, no, Bob gets irritated when I fucking burp." and you'd wear your AirPods at work or
Yeah, I always have
earbuds or
my
whatever.
headphones
Yeah,
in.
yeah, you're,
I run a
whatever you.
I run a door machine, so my machine's loud as fuck, and then plus all the other saws that are in there. So I keep my headphones in that way because it's because it's loud and I need something to
Yeah,
listen to. Yeah, but then I'll have it on kind of loud, and hear and then
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like, bro.
Wait, you work at a door, like a door factory,
um, so
like Monsters Inc.
yeah, exactly like Monsters
Yeah,
Inc.
no, that's what I was picturing, man. I
Yeah,
was like, so you guys make the doors, and then the monsters goes in there, and they fucking scare the kids, and that's
they
the
go transfer to Epstein Island, and
yeah,
yeah.
dude, yeah, yeah. Well, that escalated quickly, but yeah,
No, so we'll get like a door. It already has a design in it. Throw it on the machine. Put the hole for the doorknob for the hinges. Put the frame, one side of the frame on the door.
hmm.
Send it to my nail guy. Then he'll put the rest of the frame around it, and we'll send it out.
You see, if you would have said you did Windows, I would have thought you were like a tech guy. Yeah, I was like, oh fuck, you work in like
Yeah,
Silicon Valley?
yeah,
You're like, no, actual Windows.
yeah. Cal was starting up a new tech fucking
Yeah,
industry.
dude. Where's this place at? Like, where at in town?
It's Pacific Door on Herndon and Palm.
Oh, you're up north. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, right on. How long you been there?
this is my second tour. So I left there, then I came back probably
Yeah.
like, on dude, between over 10 years for sure.
Oh, nice, man. Yeah.
Now it's a cool job though. The boss is cool. He's like, basically, if you don't fuck up and just do your job, you're never gonna hear from him.
Yeah, and I mean that's
Yeah.
most like good bosses
And I'm
are
in the
like,
back of the shop, so I never really hear from him unless he needs me to do something. Then he's like, "Get this done." Like, all right, that's it.
yeah, yeah. No, I mean that's a good thing, dude. Like you get a boss, it's like, hey man, don't get me in trouble and we're good.
Yeah.
That's all you ask for, dude. Like they lay off of you, man. Like you're not gonna, like you don't want to
This
be an
is
idiot, dude. You know what I mean?
this is a funny story. So so I it's my time to go ask for a raise. I ask her for one every year, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was going there like, because we never talk. I go, well, Dwayne, it's our monthly talk. He goes, oh, what? I
Well,
go,
hey, Jim, I think you're doing a great job here at the company. Or like,
who the fuck's
oh, my name's Bob, bro.
So I tell him, I go, well, it's that time again. I want to see about getting a raise. He's all, I just gave you one on your last check. I go, did you? He's all, yeah. I go, oh, thanks then. I didn't look at my check. He had just gave me a raise.
Oh
That I
shit,
didn't even
dude.
ask for.
You're over there just fucking asking for shit, and you already had it,
Yeah.
dude. It reminds me. This is a thing that happened, city of Fresno. My old boss, man. Well, it wasn't even the boss. It was like the top guy or whatever. I went in for my eval, and it was kind of weird because normally, like your immediate supervisor gives an evaluation, but like there was the supervisor, then the boss, and then the boss's boss, and I went like all the way to the top, dude. And I came in and sat at his, went to his office or whatever, and he was like, "Yeah, we're gonna do your eval," and I was like, "All right, cool." And then he starts looking, over stuff. He just starts talking, but you can kind of tell he's kind of half-assed, like working on his computer and talking about stuff or whatever. And he's like, "Hey, here's the thing, Mario, I think you're doing an excellent job here with the city of Fresno, and Mario this and Mario that." And I was like, "I'm sorry, sir, my name is Manuel." He's like, "Oh my goodness." Well, anyway, yeah, you're still doing a great job. And I was like, fuck, did he have like some dude named Mario? Fucking like, did he have his like paperwork here in
Yeah.
front of him? And I'm like getting this dude's eval, which it sounds amazing.
Yeah.
And then here I am, I'm fucking stupid, right? No,
He's like, all you Mexicans work
yeah,
hard.
no,
You guys
he's
are
like,
all-"
yeah, Mario, fucking Manuel, Hector, Jose, whatever, bro. Like hey, get back to work. Do the
Yeah.
whistle and shit,
You all know mama's way. It's
Yeah,
like-
yeah. Yeah, I didn't want to be stereotypical, but I did say that. And so, yeah, no, that dude was like fucking totally calling me the wrong name through a whole evaluation. So, it really hit a little closer. Like I was like, man, I'm really proud of myself. I did a good job, And I don't know who the fuck Mario is, but good job to you too, bro.
Yeah. I guess we got both a raise.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, hopefully it kind of was like a team effort. But
I've never worked in a place where it was like that.
like what?
Like actually like HR and like all that kind of stuff. I've always worked in shops.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Like, because I welded, I machined, I did other stuff, but it's never been like a. My wife tells me like, oh, I'm gonna get a point if I do this. If I do this, then this is gonna happen.
Yeah, yeah.
At my work, just like there's no all the places I work, there's no
They're like, hey man, you
Kinda
can
no
say whatever
rules.
you want, just don't die.
yeah. Like, bro, just show up.
Yeah.
Like, show up and do your job.
Yeah. It's like a racist joke of the day. Like, it's all right, man. Nobody cares. There's no HR. No,
Yeah,
you handle all that shit in the parking lot if somebody gets mad at you.
exactly. That's
Yeah,
how
dude.
that's
Yeah,
how
yeah.
it works.
That's like
Like, can you
super,
guys still work together? Yeah, then fucking
that's like super blue collar, huh?
yeah. You guys figured it out, right?
Yeah, yeah. That's how you learn.
yeah.
Yeah. So hey, Bob, we needed to change a couple outlets here at the at the shop.
Yeah.
Like if he doesn't die,
We'll
we're
see.
we're gonna give him a raise.
Someone hit him with a piece of wood if he starts getting
Yeah,
shot.
dude. Some dude just standing there like the fucking what's that dude with the that wrestler in the eight
Oh,
your
Hacksaw Jim.
team. Yeah, hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Yeah.
You're just standing there with a fucking 2x4 ready to hit you
Hits me in the fucking face, pushing me off.
in the face. But yeah, no, dude, that's I mean that's cool, man. Well, I was just thinking too, like I don't think we've really ever like hung out just like two of us.
Huh.
It's normally been the group. Yeah.
And you bought me in the fucking sex dungeon.
Yeah, no.
What are those hooks for up there on the fucking top? What's going on here?
Well, I'm gonna need you to tell me what this rag smells like before you leave.
Damn.
Yeah, no, don't worry about it.
Here I got more coolers and that little door
Yeah.
back there.
I was like, yeah, I know. I already got you in here, man. You ain't leaving. I'm like, it puts the lotion on the skin.
Puts the lube on the butt. Like,
Yeah.
wait, what? That's not part of the movie.
It's like I don't like drinking with you. My ass hurts every time. Anyway, yeah, no, it's I was just thinking about that earlier. I was like, yeah, normally we're with JP or there's a group or JP invites me to your place without you even knowing.
Yeah, like, hey, you're here?
Yeah, I'm all showing up. I was like, hey, what's going on, Bob? And he's like,
Who the fuck did you show?
yeah, next thing, I was like, yeah, oh shit, okay, this isn't weird. JP, how come you don't tell people? But JP invites everybody over, dude. So like we show up, and then next thing you know, you're like, what the fuck's going on? But yeah, that's what happens. But I mean, you've always been super friendly and cool and stuff with me anyway. But
JP would know if there's people that I don't want around.
yeah, you hear that, Ricky,
Damn, what?
Jim,
Bean?
Bill.
Oh.
No, I'm just unfortunately, you do know a dude named Bill who fucking podcasts with you. But I'm
We
just
only do it at his house. He don't come to my house.
Oh, but no, I'm over here just fucking naming like random names off that didn't matter. But yeah,
I was like, damn, Jim too? What did
Yeah,
he do?
Jim. You know what you did, Jim. Fuck you. But
Bro, I gotta piss.
all right.
Should
Well,
wrap
I
this
mean,
up,
we can either pause or we can wrap it up. We're actually over an hour already anyway, and
Let's wrap it up.
Yeah. Well, hey, Bob, thanks for coming by, man. We were
Yeah.
able to do another episode, and normally, you're here as a guest with me and JP. But thanks for
Dude, what you guys do is actually way harder than what me and my friend do.
what
Because me and my friend were live, and then we had people commenting, so it's just going. With you guys actually have to sit here and talk. After a while, I'm like, what else do I have to say?
Well, no, JP never has a fucking problem. Like he just like talk stuff, and then I like fucking join in. But like
Yeah.
that dude really keeps it going. So like what he does is hard.
Yeah.
What I do is just like filler and try to be a little bit silly about stuff or whatever. Like light,
That's
kinda
what I do
lighten
with
the
my
mood.
guy. My
Yeah,
guy,
yeah,
Bill,
yeah.
usually is the one always talking, and he likes the talking. So I just got to call him gay every once in a while. I
Yeah.
just go with jokes.
Yeah, no, see that's the hard part. Like I mean, I do give credit to JP because he keeps it going, dude.
Yeah.
But no, hey, again, Bob, the real Bob Handy,
Yeah.
not the guy from Tennessee. You can watch him on Fridays at 6:00. Talented but lazy with his buddy Billy. Check them out. They're friends of ours. They're they have their podcast going and Facebook Live. You can also get them on Spotify.
We're not even posting them. We're just doing Facebook.
Oh, you're not doing that? Oh, okay.
Nah, because it's like the whole thing is we want to interact with people live, so it will replay on Facebook, but yeah, our main thing is live. That we're
Oh,
trying to-
okay, all right. Well, then you heard it there, guys.
Yeah.
6:00 on Fridays. Talented but lazy. Bob and Billy. They do their thing. They, it's a little bit different content than what we're doing. Check them out. They're definitely friends. Bob, thanks for coming over, and we'll have to have you on with JP here again as a guest. There is another set of microphones I'm looking to get also, by the way. That's just a little wireless thing. I mean,
Yeah.
that's all for, I mean, fucking people listening to this, they don't care, man. Like, this is more for us to
Press another
talk
button.
about. Yeah. Oh, here it goes. And so, yeah, no, this whole thing, before you take off, dude, let me show you some of the things that happened here, but I'm not going to record that because we're going to bore the shit out of people.
Yeah.
Anyway, one more time, Talented But Lazy, Fridays, Facebook Live, 6 o'clock. Check them out. Thanks again. Also, to everybody who's listening, liking, subscribing, we do want to try to get some merch out here pretty soon. Hopefully, we can get something together. Sounds got better. The video hopefully is going to be better, and we can tell that we're actually recording. We're just trying to go up from here. Hopefully everything just starts to get a little bit better. I mean, that's pretty much all I have. Bob, thank you again.
Yep.
And the Ace Night podcast, JP normally says out. He's
Out.
not here. All right, let's try it again. The Ace Night podcast.
In, out, out.
Both. All right, folks.
Later.